At its peak, Lakewood Church drew over 16,000 worshipers every week to a converted NBA arena, making it one of America's largest and most visible megachurches. Its appeal combined faith, hope, and a meticulously crafted spectacle. From the lights and sound to the comfort of plush seating, every detail was engineered for scale. For many, attending Lakewood became as much about the experience as the sermon itself. But even empires built on spectacle can falter. When a single decision challenged the church's untouchable image, cracks began to appear, revealing vulnerabilities beneath the veneer of constant growth and positivity. A worship arena. Like no other, Lakewood's main campus bears little resemblance to traditional churches. Its building, once home to NBA playoff crowds and rock concerts, now seats more than 16,000 worshipers. Dimmed lights, massive video screens, and an orchestra lift elevate the choir and band, creating an immersive environment. Outside, volunteers, parking crews, and ushers manage thousands of attendees, while coffee shops and bookstores fill the concourse with activity. The hum of anticipation often feels more like a sporting event than a religious service. Every Sunday, the church delivers an experience carefully designed to impress, inspire, and retain attendance, blending spectacle and spiritual engagement into a single, packed performance. Megachurches and the culture of scale. A megachurch is not just a large congregation, it is a distinct cultural phenomenon. According to the Hartford Institute for Religion Research, a Protestant church with more than 2,000 attendees weekly qualifies as a megachurch. By 2020, about 1,750 churches met this definition in the U.S., each built to rival small stadiums. These churches rely on thoughtful design, from parking, logistics, to theater seating, coffee shops, and children's areas, creating a seamless experience. The goal is not merely growth, but scalability, offering a polished, high-impact environment where the production and brand are as important as the message itself. The California Blueprint. The modern megachurch owes much to two pioneering leaders in California. Robert Schuller's Crystal Cathedral introduced possibility thinking and a broadcast-ready format, combining optimism with televised reach. In suburban Chicago, Bill Hybels' Willow Creek Community Church pioneered the seeker-sensitive model, replacing traditional rituals with contemporary music, drama, and corporate-style campuses. Both aimed to make faith accessible to those unlikely to attend traditional churches. Their methods emphasized experience, spectacle, and growth, setting a template for a nationwide network of megachurches. These principles prioritized engagement and outreach, sometimes above deep spiritual formation, shaping the environment that Lakewood would later embrace. Crowds versus spiritual growth. By the mid-2000s, the limits of the megachurch model were becoming apparent. Willow Creek commissioned a study called Reveal, which found that high attendance and program participation did not reliably produce deeper spiritual maturity. Bill Hybels acknowledged that their model had created crowds more effectively than resilient faith. This insight spread quietly through church leadership circles, highlighting a tension between quantity and quality in spiritual development. Despite this, megachurches continued to expand. Attendance, production, and brand remained key measures of success, with little incentive to adjust, leaving a fundamental question unanswered. Can faith built on spectacle endure when deeper foundations are tested? Joel Osteen's leadership shift. In 1999, John Osteen passed away, leaving his son Joel Osteen to take the pulpit. Joel transformed the church's style, shortening sermons, softening language, and emphasizing positivity, destiny, and God's favor over sin and repentance. His approach resonated widely, attracting millions through television, books, and broadcasts. Attendance soared, and Lakewood became synonymous with hope and encouragement. Joel's leadership reinforced a key principle: experience matters as much as doctrine. The church's message shifted to personal uplift and optimism, aligning perfectly with the spectacle-oriented environment of the newly renovated arena and setting the stage for national prominence and large-scale expansion. The $95 million renovation in 2005, Lakewood committed approximately $95 million to renovate its former NBA arena into a purpose-built worship complex. The investment included theater-style seating, advanced sound systems, children's areas, cafes, and a sprawling lobby. Funded through donations and capital campaigns, this project cemented Lakewood's reliance on spectacle. The scale of the renovation sent a clear message. The church's identity was inseparable from its high production experience. With such infrastructure, Lakewood could host multiple weekend services at maximum capacity. Yet this commitment also introduced vulnerability. High overhead and maintenance costs meant the church's strategy depended on maintaining large crowds and delivering a flawless spectacle consistently. The fragility of trust. Lakewood's reliance on public perception became evident during crises. In August 2017, as Hurricane Harvey flooded Houston, Lakewood faced criticism for initially claiming its building was inaccessible. Photos online suggested otherwise, sparking debate over transparency and trust. While the church eventually opened its doors as a shelter, providing aid and mobilizing volunteers, the incident revealed how quickly public confidence could be challenged. Trust is fragile in organizations built on spectacle. When faith communities are judged not just by attendance but by responsiveness and integrity, even temporary missteps can undermine a carefully cultivated reputation. The pandemic and cultural shifts. The COVID-19 pandemic intensified challenges for megachurches. In 2020, nationwide closures forced congregations to stay home, and many did not return. Survey data shows that Americans who never attend religious services increased from roughly 26% to 35%. Historic examples, like Mars Hill Church in Seattle, demonstrate how quickly a church tied closely to a single charismatic leader can collapse. Attendance patterns shifted permanently, reflecting broader societal trends. Churches that built identity primarily on scale and spectacle faced unprecedented pressure. Megachurches could no longer rely on the physical draw of arenas. The model itself became vulnerable to cultural, societal, and technological change, declining membership and changing values. National data confirms the long-term trend. In 2020, Gallup reported that fewer than half of Americans belong to a house of worship, the first drop below 50% in modern history. For many, participation waned quietly as habits broke, online options replaced in-person attendance, and trust or engagement faltered. Lakewood's story reflects a broader reality. When spectacle overshadows substance, attendance becomes more fragile. For megachurches, the challenge is no longer filling arenas, but cultivating faith resilient enough to withstand cultural shifts, crises, and changes in leadership. The model's reliance on experience rather than enduring spiritual foundations exposes an inherent vulnerability. Lessons for faith communities. Lakewood Church illustrates both the power and peril of megachurch culture. Spectacle can attract crowds, inspire loyalty, and generate resources, but it also creates fragility when trust falters. High production services, expansive campuses, and media-driven growth are effective tools, but they are not substitutes for resilient community, spiritual depth, or trust. The lesson extends beyond one church. Institutions of faith must balance scale with substance, spectacle with authenticity, and growth with genuine formation. When the foundation shifts, only rooted values and relationships sustain communities through crises and changing cultural tides. The future of megachurches. The fate of churches like Lakewood raises a central question. Can institutions built on spectacle endure when their foundations are tested? Declining attendance, cultural change, and trust challenges suggest that long-term resilience requires more than impressive stages or charismatic leaders. Faith communities that prioritize authentic connection, transparency, and spiritual depth may survive even as audiences shrink. The lesson for all organizations, religious or otherwise, is clear. Spectacle can inspire, but substance endures. How churches adapt and balance these priorities will determine whether they remain relevant, trusted, and rooted in communities for generations to come.